Hello lovely people, welcome to the Geek Cupboard, I am Penge, and welcome back to Farm Manager 2021, where last time out, of course, we built this gigantic range of fields over here in the fruit producing corner of the farm, and it's huge. There are an awful lot of fields over here. There are many fields growing many wonderful things, and it was quite the undertaking to get it all set up, but we got there in the end. I mean, it required quite a lot of effort, getting the buildings in, and the roads, and the power lines, and the staff, and the equipment, and all that kind of stuff, but there we go. It's finally in, and it's looking really good. It looks very good. Lots of the fields are now producing lovely fruit. So we've got ourselves gooseberries over here. We've got some tomatoes. We've got even more tomatoes. Love the tomatoes. We've got some raspberries. We've got some strawberries. So, it's looking really good. It is looking very good. And we're offering a nice range of things over here. We're giving people choice. We've got all sorts of different fruits growing over here because I like that. I like the idea that we're offering people a nice range of goods. So you can make a fruit salad all from fruit from our farm, which I do quite like the idea of, which is lovely. You don't want to just sell one thing. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket or your strawberries in one, I don't know, strawberry cake or something. I don't know, but whatever the case, we're selling lots of lovely things. Now, the plan is that we'll sell some of the things just, individually on their own as fruits, as nature sort of intended, but some things we will send over here. We'll send them over here to our lovely fruit factories. Now, right now, they're not doing anything at all. They're built, but nobody works here, and there's nothing for them to do. So right now, these are just sort of sitting idle, but that's fine. But the idea is that, at some point, when we have lots of stuff from over here, we'll send the fruit over here, and we can make things like jams and juices and other lovely fruit-based goodies. So there we go. That is wonderful. That is a kind of a long-term plan. But right now, let's take a look over here, because I do think there are a few fields that have not actually been looked at yet. These ones here, and those ones over there. As you can see, these fields here are all absolutely fine. They've got things growing in them and all sorts. In fact, they've been fertilised. That's got strawberries growing in it. But yeah, these ones here haven't actually been looked at yet. And I think that might be a little bit of a problem with our setup. It's not that nobody's got round to it yet, because I think they've had plenty of time to, go and plough the fields or whatever. I suspect it's more to do with the range and placement of our worker houses. So let us take a quick look. So let's go to here. So let's click on that worker house just there. Right, so that worker house can reach those fields there, and it can reach up to those fields there, but it can't reach those fields there. However, it also cannot reach that field there. Can that worker house reach there? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. So that worker house is responsible for having that field all set up, for getting those strawberries growing. It's not the ones over here, which we kind of thought would be responsible. And that does actually give us a little bit of a problem. That gives us a tiny bit of a problem, because that's okay, that field's sorted, that's all good. And I suspect over here is going to be a similar story, isn't it? Hang on a minute, go there. Yeah, so that reaches all those fields, but yeah, there's nothing down here. There's nothing down here. Now over here, we could put a worker house, I don't know, just there if we wanted to, and that would deal with those fields absolutely fine. Over here, however, a little bit of a problem, because that is the corner of the map. We can build no further. We can't build... Whoa, the camera went a bit weird. We can't build past these white lines, apart from that bit of road. Ignore the bit of road that we did build past the white lines. Ignore that. But yeah, we can't build any further. So what we might have to do is... That is a very small field. What we might need to do is get rid of that field and then put a worker house over here. Just get a very simple kind of setup over there. I mean, they are going to have to walk quite a long way to get the farm equipment. They are going to have a bit of a stroll over there, but... We might just have to do that to get these fields set up and working. That's what we might have to do. Okay, what is this field? Strawberries. So what we'll do is, I'm very sorry, strawberries, but away with you. I don't think there's anything in there. No, we've just said we'd like strawberries in this bit of ground, but nobody's done anything. So there we go, no strawberries lost. So I think what we do is, let's go down to here, and let us get ourselves... nope, that's the wrong button. Let's not put our people in a garage. That might not go down very well. Let's put them in a house. Let's try that, shall we? So if we put that... Hang on. If we put that just there, that is also a bit of a problem. Right, can we put that there, actually? Okay, that would have been better. We possibly should have checked that first. Right, hang on a minute. Yeah, we can put that field back in. Right, hang on a second. Sorry, field. Possibly jumped the gun a bit there. Hang on, draw that back in. Yeah, there we go. And we will have ourselves some lovely... it was strawberries in there, wasn't it? So hang on a minute. Strawberries. There we go. Yeah, if we just put a house over here, that should be fine. So hang on a minute. Get a worker house. Put it just there. In fact, can we move it over to the middle a little bit so it covers that field as well? That would be good. Yeah, let's do that. Hang on. Hang on, does that reach over there? Yes, it does. Okay, right, hang on. Back we go. Buildy build, housey house. Right, let's put that just there. And that means that they can reach those fields there. And also, they're in range of the farm equipment, which is very important. So we'll have ourselves one of those, I don't know, in the middle just there. That'll do. Yes, we need to sort power. And then over here, is there a place we can put one of these which can service those fields? Yes. I think that does the job very nicely indeed. Is that on the road? Yes, it is. Okay, good. There we go. I mean, we are going to have to get some more people in, of course. We're going to have to get some more people to go and work in those houses. But there we go. That should then sort out, what's that, another 4, 5, 6, 7 fields. I mean, that's going to be a lot. That's going to be a lot of fruit coming out of that. So there we go. Right, power, because it's going to be a bit fussy with the power, isn't it? So here we go. Pop a transformer robot in disguise just there. And then pop that to, hang on, can we go to there? Then can we, oh, we can't quite cross over, can we? Oh, hang on, what's gone on there? What's happened there? That's connected to that. Oh, hang on, yeah, I mean, that's good. That means that's now got power. I wasn't expecting it to do that. Okay, right, hang on a minute. And then another transformer robot in disguise. That can go, don't know, cross there like that again. I don't like it when it goes in the road. I don't like that. There we go, it sorts it out. Right, so that thing there is quite important. Don't let that explode or whatever. Right, okay. So that should sort that out. So let's move time on. What are we researching? What are we actually researching? I cannot quite recall what we're looking at now. We're looking at increasing our honey harvest. Of course we are. Because, you know, by the time that the spring rolls round, then we get summertime, then we get bees, we get more lovely honey, which is marvellous. Right, okay. So I think what we need to do is, we need to get at least a couple of people that are good at working with plants into each of these houses, just so they can start working on the field. Although actually, how long is it until winter? 60 days? How long does it take to, you know, grow some of this stuff? 42 days. Is this going to be worth doing? Do you know what? We'll do it anyway. It's not like we can't afford to pay the wages or whatever, so hang on. So, plants and endurance would be ideal, but no, nobody with that. Orchards and endurance, plants and beekeeping and plants. Okay, let's go for these two over here then. So yeah, Samuel and Alice. Do you know what? Let's get all three in. Let's just get all three over this side for now. It's fun. There's more fields over this side. So you're very good at working with plants. Very nice. Yeah, you can have your plant skill improved. Do you know what? Because I'm nice, we'll teach you about bees as well. You know, we're an equal opportunities employer in terms of, you know, bees. And there we go. Plants. So now, I imagine what will happen is that those people will run out of here, go and grab some farm equipment, and then try and sort these fields out as best they can. Where are you going? You do work in one of those fields, in that house, or you should be working in those fields, but I don't quite know where you're going. Oh, I've lost them. Oh, there they are. Hang on, this is fun. Can we follow you? Can we track you? Like that. If we do this, are we going to follow? Yes. Okay, Alice, where are you going? I'm intrigued. You're going to garage number 6. Why are you going to garage number 6? Where is garage number 6? Okay, you went all the way over there. Right. Okay, so you've got the plough, which is good. That's a good thing. I just thought you might have, you know, gone to a place that was a little bit nearer, but okay, fine. Good job. Well done. There you go. Some ploughing is underway, which is marvellous. And now the little field over here has been done. That's quite good. That is encouraging indeed, because that means they might get that in, and that might produce something by the time that winter rolls round. Okay, and the second new house we built, there are a couple of people. We've got Eva Whitehead and Lacey Sutton, so they can go into the other house. Oh, hang on. Hang on, was there somebody else? Oh, hang on. What? Did they just... I thought it said somebody else. The person wasn't Tommy Gill, was it? Okay, now I'm doubting my own sanity. I didn't think it said that at all. Okay, right, that's confused me a bit, but right you are. We'll have Ethan here as well. What happened there? Okay, I might have to go and watch that back. I'm pretty sure I didn't click on Tommy Gill. Maybe I did, I don't know. It's been a long day. Maybe I need some more tea. Right, okay, so those three people are also now very good at working with plants, and I would expect the same thing to happen over here. So they're going to run out to wherever they can grab equipment from and then go and sort these fields out over here, which is wonderful. That is very good. Oh, look at this. There's stuff going in over here. Are you planting? Ah, they're planting over here. This is more gooseberries going in. The thing is, I don't know if that's going to be ready by winter. Not entirely sure. Do you know what? Give it a go. Give it a try. If it works, great. If not, never mind. We give it our best shot. So whilst everybody works away very busily over here in the fruit corner bit of the farm, we're going to move away a little bit. We're going to come over toward the sort of the orchard bit of the farm, and we're going to try and plan ahead a tiny bit, because over here somewhere we have, there we go. That's exactly what I wanted to click on. That was more luck than judgment. We are growing lots of lovely cherries. Now they're not going to be ready anytime soon. 121 days until that orchard gives us lots of nice cherries. But we can plan ahead for something interesting to do with the cherries, because at the moment we just sell them. We sell the cherries and that is it. But what we could do is we could freeze the cherries and sell some frozen cherries. Again, we don't need to do that. We're selling the unfrozen cherries, and I imagine they're bringing in quite a nice amount of money. But if we just sell something a little bit different, again, we're offering variety, and I like that. I like the fact that we're mixing things up a little bit. So I think what we will do is let's go to here and let's get ourselves a production. Let's get a factory in. So let's get in the frozen food factory. Put one in down. I think that fits perfectly just there. So pop that in just there, like so. We'll have one of those and we'll configure that to work with cherries. Now, I don't imagine that we have any cherries. I imagine we sold all of those because, yeah, if we just put, hang on, sell and yeah, we've got a chicken egg and we've got some cow cheese, lots of cow cheese. Oh, and there we go, and some sheep cheese as well. But yeah, we haven't got any cherries. So this is going to sit here not doing anything for a little while. I thought they might be building it a tiny bit quicker. There we go, wonderful. Right, also, our research is done, which is wonderful. Right, how long until winter? 41 days. Okay, right, let's let's press the right button. Yeah, there we go. Right, what have we got? So that is 90 days. So there's no real point doing that, because then, I mean, that will be finished by the end of our winter break when we speed through winter. But we could get something else done first, like this. Increasing our storage capacity by 30%. So we've already boosted it by 20, so that gives us an extra 10% storage. That's no bad thing. 30 days, 11 grand. That's okay. And then we've got 60 days, 60 days, and that's it. Is that it? Crikey. Okay, we have done very well. Okay, let's get this done first then. That will then be finished by the time winter arrives. And then whatever research we then start, once this one is done, that will be completed by the time that, spring arrives and by the time we've skipped winter and such. There we go, wonderful. So in not too long, we'll have 2 more bits of research done, which, yeah, doesn't leave us with very much at all. I kind of thought we had a little bit more to do, but no, we do not. Okay, well, that's fine. That's very good. Right, let's wait for this thing to get put together, and then we'll just set it. It's got no power. Really, really, really? It's just short. Oh, come on, that corner of the building's lit up. Again, just pop an extension lead out of the window there, through into there. That's fine, you can power a factory with that. I think you're just being picky there. Okay, where do we have any form of power? Ah, right, over there. Right, let's just put that onto that corner and then connect it up to there. Splendid. Okay, so that should sort that out. Yes, it's going to have no workers. That's absolutely fine. But there we go. Look, we can make nice frozen cherries. We could also make frozen raspberries and frozen strawberries, you say? I'm very intrigued by this. I kind of forgot about the other fruit options. I just assumed it was, yeah, just those. What's that? Strawberries. Strawberry organic. Hang on, what? The frozen food factory. Oh, no, that's the warehouse. That's not what it's producing. I was thinking, hang on a minute. How can the frozen food factory make cherries? No, it makes frozen cherries, but it has to have some unfrozen cherries in order to freeze them to make the frozen cherries pinch. That's how, stuff works. Right, okay. So what is going to make the most? Yeah, so frozen organic cherries make a heck of a lot of money. That's a bit ridiculous. That's a silly amount of money. The raspberries... What? What? Hang on. Whoa. Let's backtrack a second here. This here, frozen cherries, they make 196,762 farm manager monies per month at maximum production. So, everybody working in there, everybody being very good. That's a lot of money. Frozen raspberries make over 500,000. Is there really that much demand in the world for frozen raspberries? I don't think I've ever bought a frozen raspberry in my entire life. I mean, they're selling for a great amount of money. Yeah, strawberries are significantly less. I mean, that's still a huge amount of money per month, but not as much as the raspberries. The fish is actually not as good as it once was. That is certainly not as profitable as it once was. Probably because we're completely swamping the market with it. Hang on a minute, let's try and go down a bit. That is, so like frozen carrot, that's okay. And that's frozen spinach. Okay, that makes an okay amount of money as well. I think, why don't we get several of these up here now? Instead of having just this one factory, why don't we have another 3 factories down here? One dealing with cherries, one dealing with raspberries, one dealing with strawberries. Again, variety. Variety is important. So this one here, you can do the cherries. You're going to be waiting a while, I'm afraid, because we have no cherries. But you can do that eventually. What we will do is, we could buy some in. Just get that done. And we can put our worker house down here. And then we can have another 2 factories along here. Let's do that. Let's get them in right now. We'll buy the cherries in so they can freeze them. And then we should be producing strawberries and raspberries anyway. Hang on. Do we have strawberries and raspberries? Yeah, we've got 1,461 kilograms of strawberries. And then do we have raspberries? Hang on, no. We've got some raspberry bushes for some obscure reason, but no actual raspberries. We're not growing them in our greenhouses somewhere. I thought we were growing raspberries in the greenhouses somewhere. Hang on, we must be somewhere. Yeah, there. 1 day left. Although, to be fair, a greenhouse full of raspberries is not going to be able to fulfill the needs of an entire factory. But, okay, do you know what? We'll give it a go. Let's give it a go, shall we? So let's get another couple of those in. Oh, this is very exciting. I like how we're mixing things up. So last time, it was all about getting fields in and growing stuff out of the ground and all that kind of stuff. And now this is all set up and it's all wonderful. So now we're going over here and we're doing more of the sort of production industrial side of things again. I like how we're mixing up the different sort of farming styles. Right, let's go to here and let us get another couple of these. So hang on a minute. So the way in is there. So if we put one there, and then can we have the other one just sort of backing onto it like that? That's good. And then we'll just have ourselves a regular road coming right round the side and then just looping around like that. That will do the job just fine. And then also, because we of course need a place for the workers to live, we're going to need 2 of these, aren't we? We're going to need 2. That's 4, that's 8, that's 12. And these can hold 8 workers apiece. So yeah, okay, so we'll need 1 there and 1 just there. Splendid. Okay, right, so a little bit of a building project going on over here, but there we go. That is wonderful. It's all fine. They'll get that done in no time at all. And yes, just a very quick check on our sort of auto trading options, just to make sure that we have changed this. Because I seem to remember doing this last time, but it's been a little while since we played Farm Manager due to all the sort of Steam Next Fest stuff coming in. So it's been a while. So yes, we did change these amounts. So now we're only selling the strawberries and the raspberries when we have over 25,000 kilograms of them, which does seem a lot. That seems like an awful lot, but there we go. That is wonderful. Now what we could do is, whilst we're here, hang on. So for cherries, sell above. Again, we'll do that for 25,000. But then we also want to purchase until we have at least, I don't really know, 5,000 maybe? Purchase until we have 5,000 and sell above 25,000. That's what we want to do because these buildings here are going to be producing lots of cherries. There we go, that one there. So we want to, the frozen cherries, so we want to buy them in order to then obviously make the frozen stuff to sell that. So at the minute, we haven't got any cherries because our orchards are not producing them yet. But there we go. When they actually do, we're not going to sell everything off. We're going to keep 25,000 kilograms of them behind, which I imagine is enough. But if not, we can buy it in. Again, we have quite a bit of money. We are not short of a few farm manager money. So we'll be okay if we have to buy some in every so often. Are these buildings nearly done? They should be powered. There's a little bit of the building sticking through the roof of the scaffolding there. I'm sure that's fine. The builder's meant to do this. It's a design feature. It's not a flaw. That's exactly what it is. And there we go. Right, so this place here, change production. You can be the fancy one that makes the super mega monies with the raspberries. And you, down here, there we go. You can sell the frozen strawberries. Wonderful. Okay, now we just need some people. I mean, even if we had 1 person in each of those, even if we had 1 person, that would be producing something. They would at least make something or other. So let's have a little look. Have we got anybody that can make stuff? We've got 2 people. We've got Thomas and Joseph. Okay, let's get you both in. Thomas and Joseph. Do you know what? You can immediately go over to... Oh, hang on. No, not cherries. I thought I'd set you to do the... hang on. There. Raspberries. I thought that's what I set you to do, but clearly not. Right, there we go. So those two can go and work in there. So you need a little bit of topping up on your manufacturing skills. Right, here we go then. So assign you and assign you. So we now have ourselves a frozen food factory. Oh, hang on, we need to rename all the factories. I mean, it's going to take us a little while. It will take us a while to name the factories. We'll do it in bits and bobs. Let's rename these factories first, because they're called, these ones here are called factories, and that's just not right. We need to call them FAs, to keep it with, tradition on our farm and such. Right, hang on, let's just go on a bit of a renaming spree. There we go, that's much better. So frozen cherry fa, frozen strawberry fa, frozen raspberry fa, and then over here, because we have multiple FAs, if you like, working on the different frozen fish, we've got ourselves frozen carp fa 1, and frozen trout fa 1, and then frozen trout fa 2, and frozen carp fa 2. So there we go, a range of FAs over here, making all sorts of lovely cold products splendid. And here we go. It looks like we are about to produce our first batch of frozen raspberries. Oh no! It stalled right at the end. What's happened? Did somebody lean on the button and turn the machine off or whatever? Okay, I guess they've gone home for a rest or something. Ah no, there we go. I think Joseph is back in. I think Joseph's health is, or whatever, stamina is now topped back up. So I imagine he's going to come back into the factory and get on with making some lovely stuff, because we were very nearly there. We almost made our first load of frozen raspberries and it's been taken away from us. Come on, somebody, go in there and just jab a button. I think that's them going back in. I think I saw them going back in. Hang on a minute. There we go. You've gone in through the doors. Yep, that's it. Start the conveyor belts up. Get the ice on the go and such like. And anytime you like. Oh, hang on. They've run out of raspberries. Okay, that might be a bit of an issue. Do we have any raspberries at all? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Why am I on there? Hang on a minute. Raspberries. Oh, right, we haven't got any raspberries. That would be an issue. Right, hang on. Are we near to growing any of these? Winter starts in 16 days. Are we near to actually to getting any raspberries out of the ground? I forgot we put watermelons in. That's all exciting. Oh, no, we haven't actually put watermelons in. We've fertilised the soil, but we've not actually put them in. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, never mind. Right, raspberries. They over here. That's all just fertilised. I think they've realised that that's not going to grow. I think they're kind of aware there's no point putting this in because, by the time winter comes round, we're not going to get anything from these fields. I think that's what's going on. Okay, never mind. Right, hang on. We might have to wait for the first lot of frozen raspberries. It's all fine. Right, purchase until you have 2,000 of them. I mean, hopefully at some point that won't matter. But there we go. Right, so that should sort that out. Hopefully they'll bring some of those in. And then, yes, we can get our tiny... I mean, what have we got left? That's what? 5% off completion? So, I mean, that's not too long, is it? That's not too long. Somebody could just grow these raspberries in their own garden and bring them in. And we could just finish this off. That's how many we need. It's like a handful. It's just a handful of raspberries. That's all it is. But, at some point, they will finish this. And then I will set up an auto trade thing, but I just want to see how much we can get for them without having to auto trade, just to see what a tiny amount of lovely organic frozen raspberries can make in terms of good old cold hard farm manager profit. And I think that's it. The first lot is done and they have moved some of them to another warehouse because they're no longer in the storage bit over here in the fat. So they've moved half of them out, I think. There we go. And the other half have gone. Okay, right. Hang on a minute. So go to sell. Pause time for a second. Hang on. Hang on. We've done the training. Very good. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, let's start this 90 days to get our rate of production up by another 5%. So that's all the factories making 5% more stuff, which is wonderful. 90 days. That'll be finished by the time we come back after winter. 20 grand. That's neither here nor there. Right. Okay. Hang on a second. So into there and sell So now we have 375 kilograms of frozen raspberries. Sell that for 21 grand. That is very silly indeed, isn't it? And we can just sell these. We don't need to keep these for anything. So okay, frozen raspberries, just sell over 0, please, because there's no point keeping them. And do you know what? Whilst we're here, let's do the strawberries because we might as well sell those as well when we ever get some. It's all ready. And the cherries. So frozen cherries. There we go. Hang on, what? Where are they? Did I not just add them? I thought I just added the... Did I just click on entirely the wrong thing? Hang on. Hang on. Frozen cherries. Hang on, what? Now I'm very confused. They're not there. Game, they're not there. Are you feeling okay? Right, hang on a second. Hang on. Go back here. So, cherries. There they are. Were they there before? Oh, dearie me. Maybe it has been a very long day. I don't know. Right, okay. So, sell above 0. Whatever happened there, I don't know. Was I right? Was I wrong? Were they in the list? Were they not? I don't know. But whatever the case, they're in this list, which is good. So, there we go. We are now going to sell any frozen cherries we have because we can't do anything with them. Okay, wonderful. That is that all set up, which is splendid. And these are in time, these are sort of set up in time for winter. It would be good if we could get 2 more people that are good at working in factories. Come on, there must be at least a couple of people. There are 3 people. So Frederick, yes please, and Ivy, yes please, and Faith. Okay, right, good stuff you lot. Right, Frederick, manufacturing, there you go. And Ivy, manufacturing. Do you know what? We'll top up your animals as well, because that's nice of us. And plants and manufacturing. Kind of just did plants, kind of forgetting we're doing manufacturing. But there we go. It's all fine. It's all fine. Nobody noticed. Right, so Frederick into there. And... okay, Ivy go into there. Ivy go into that one. So now we have the maximum production capacity of the frozen raspberries. And then you can go into there for the frozen cherries. And then we'll just try and get at least 1 more person in the next 10 days to work in this one here. And then they will produce something over winter. Oh, now there's loads of people good at manufacturing. Hang on a minute. Right, so how many people have we got in that house? We'll have Harvey and we'll have Lewis. And can we have Ella? I think that might be it. If we're not maxed out the people in that house. Yeah, choose a house, it now says. So I think that's it. So that is 8 people. So, do you know what? Because we're nice, there you go. Be good at plants as well. For a future career or something. You can be good at orchards. These people have got maxed out plant skills. Not plant skills, manufacturing skills. That's amazing. Okay, right. So let's get some people working in here. So Harvey Clark, Lewis Anderson, Ella Cook over there. And there we go. So now we have those up and running, which is marvellous. And we just need, what do we need? We need 4 more people. We need 4 more people that are good at manufacturing, that are good at, pressing buttons and doing stuff. Right, Aria West, Martha Parry. You're both good at manufacturing. In you come, in you come. You are good at endurance as well, which is splendid because that means you're going to be out and about working a bit more. Martha, not so hardy, but still you're good at jabbing the buttons. Okay, right, so you go into there. You 2 go into there. Now we just need a couple of people. Just a couple more people, and all of these factories down here will be producing lots of lovely frozen goods. And here we go, we can get the final 2 people in. So let's get these 2, Harper and Ronnie. In you come, in you come. Right, so let's sort out your skills. You're very good at manufacturing and machines, Harper. That's just showing off, but okay, well done. And you need a little bit of training on manufacturing. Wonderful stuff. Right, so one of you can go into there, very nice. And the other one can go into there, and that is it. That is perfect. I didn't think we'd get them set up. I did not think we'd get that done at all. And they're making stuff already. We have ourselves, look at that. We've got lovely frozen strawberries. And we're selling those for even more money. I mean, it's not like we need it. We've got 27 million of the farm manager monies. I don't know where we keep it all. I've got no idea. I assume under here is some sort of great big secret sort of Scrooge McDuck style vault, where all of our 27 million farm manager monies, I'd like to think they're in each, in individual coins. They're in individual, single farm manager money denominations. And there's just an underground vault and we just go and swim in it occasionally from time to time, just sort of sit about in the vault of monies. There we go. Winter is here. So yes, we should see at some point snow coming down. Oh, it'd be good if we could get these sunflowers out. That would be wonderful. We are grabbing a few. Are we grabbing any fruit over here? Oh, why are you there? Hang on. Oh, hang on a minute. Have we run out of storage? Have we ran out of storage? Is that a problem? No, fruit processing plants. Why is that just stopped? I don't know why that's just stopped. It's got a trailer full of lovely, lovely organic gooseberries, but we're just not doing anything. Oh, they hadn't finished loading it up. Oh, I see. They were waiting for somebody to grab 1 gooseberry or something from over there. There we go. That's now poured into one of our storage things. How are we looking for storage? Oh, we've got loads. Got absolutely loads. We're getting lots of strawberry. No, they're not strawberries. Tomatoes from over here. We're not We're not hand-picking that, are we? We're not hand-picking this field, are we? Tell me we're not going through and working on this by hand. No, we're not allowing manual work. Hang on a minute. You could have fooled me, game, because this looks like manual work. They are walking around the field manually picking up strawberries. No, they're not strawberries. Tomatoes, Penge. Tomatoes. They're red and fruity. They're going around and picking up tomatoes by hand. I mean, that's manual. That's manual work. That's how this works. Okay, right. Maybe that's just how that happens. I don't know. Okay, that's fine. And all the seasonal workers will have gone home. All the seasonal workers have gone, which is why I guess all of our full-time staff are doing this kind of stuff. Okay, this is all fine. I mean, it's not snowed yet. I was kind of expecting it to snow a little bit more readily. Come on, where's the snow? I kind of feel like we should skip it when it's snowing. I mean, we're coming up to the new year. Maybe in the new year it will snow. It does look a little bit... looks a little bit... it might snow? I don't know. Do you know what, though? I mean, Happy New Year, everybody. Yay, there we go. Look, the new year arrives and down comes the snow and everything's going to die in the fields. But there we go. We sort of knew this was the case. That's absolutely fine. Right, there we go. Winter has arrived. I think we shall do our traditional thing of skipping through winter. So what are we going to do? We can't skip during active fieldworks. Okay, right, hang on a second. Let's just wait for them to finish working on the fields, wherever they might be doing that kind of thing. Well, they've finished on that field, certainly. That field is now done. So that's a load of organic carrots, which is nice. For some reason, they are... Are you ploughing this field? You're ploughing that field, even though the ground is covered in snow. I mean, I don't really think you should be doing that, but okay, I admire your dedication. And then over here... yeah, there's a lot of people grabbing lots and lots of, what are they, gooseberries again. Okay, fine. And again, they're doing it by hand. But maybe that's how this has to work. Again, that's where the seasonal workers would come in. That is where they would be very useful indeed. But of course, what with it being seasonal, they've all cleared off home. So never mind. We could just say seasonal workers just come in and work all year round. They're seasonal, but we hire them for 365 days. Which I don't fully understand, if I'm honest, but there we go. Right, have we finished working in fields yet? We're not doing this field, are we? There you go, those tomatoes have died, look. And I said there were tomatoes, which is good. There we go, so those have died, but these ones here are still okay. They're still being harvested, and these strawberries over here are also being harvested. Look at that. They're about 2/3 of the way through. Okay, we'll just wait for the harvesting to finish. Actually, whilst we wait for people to finish working out in the fields, the eagle-eyed amongst you might have noticed something a little bit different when we came down here onto the build button and then clicked on production. Because of course we did this and then we went straight over to the frozen food factories. But in the latest update of Farm Manager, which happened, I believe, this morning as I record this, they've introduced some new buildings. There are new production buildings, which of course we need to go and have a look at. So they have introduced the Smokehouse. So now you can butcher some meat, and previously you could either just sell the meat or you could freeze it and then sell it, which is fine, that makes sense. But now there's a smokehouse, so you can smoke various things, including, I notice, fish. You can smoke fish. Oh my goodness me. Right, we should get one of those in immediately, because I didn't know you could do the fish. Is that... what's in the bottom right corner there? Is that a plum? Is that a plum? So I get it. You can smoke the chicken. You can smoke beef. You can smoke pork. That's all delicious. Smoke the fish. I get that. That's good. And then is that a smoked plum in the corner? Is that a thing? I'm not entirely sure that's a thing, but okay, game. Right, and then they've introduced, if we try and scroll over this way a bit, is it that? No, I don't think it is. Hang on. That's it. The food processing plant. So that produces ready dishes that can be sold. So we're not just selling raw ingredients, we're preparing things. And again, you can't kind of go over and have a look. It's a bit of a shame. You can't go over and have a look at what that is. But it looks like we're making, I mean, there's what looks like a bowl of soup just there. And then there's some sort of jar of something. Is that possibly like ketchup or something? And then there looks like a sort of a TV dinner, like a ready meal tray. And then I don't know what the first thing is. I can't quite work out what that is. Some sort of, oh, it's like pasties. It's like pasties. Okay, that's very exciting. And then, just here, there's a bakery. Now, we haven't got any kind of meal stuff set up yet. That was going to be on the agenda for next time out. But if we do that, we could get a bakery. We could make ourselves breads and I don't know what else, cakes and pies and other really delicious sounding things. So yeah, they've added these 3 new things in. I mean, this I'm very excited by. The Smokehouse? I didn't know we could do that. I didn't know we could smoke the fish. I mean, it makes perfect sense. I just didn't know that was a thing. How about, hang on. We've got room. Yes, okay, right, do you know what? Smokehouse it is. Can it, please tell me it can fit in this gap. Tell me it can fit in this gap. It's perfect. It was meant to be. Right, Smokehouse is going in, everybody. This is amazing. Okay, this is wonderful. It's perfect. Look at it. It fits perfectly in that space. That is brilliant. I didn't think that was going to fit. That's marvellous. There you go. It's, destiny or fate or something like that. Right, so get this finished and then we'll see what we can do with the Smokehouse. I think they might be done. Let's have a look at you, Smokehouse. Oh, this is very exciting. This is very good. I do like that as well. That looks like a nice building. Okay, right, let's see what we can do in here. So pause time for a second. So 4 people. It requires 4 people to operate. So what can we do? So yeah, we can do smoked chicken. We can do smoked beef. We can do smoked pork. We can do smoked carp. We can do smoked trout. And then here we go. What is this? We can do a smoked plum. Isn't really a thing. A smoked plum. Right, hang on. Now I need to Google it because I would not have thought that that would be the most immediate thing to smoke. A plum? Is that really a thing? Hang on to the internet. Well, there you go. You learn something new every day. Apparently, smoked plums are quite a big thing. I never knew that was a thing. I've never had a smoked plum. I was not even conceptually aware of the idea of a smoked plum until it appeared on this screen not too long ago. Well, there, I'm staggered. I'm staggered. My flabber is well and truly gasted. Okay, so we can make smoked plums as well if we want to. I think what we'll do is, because we have a surplus of fish, because we have all these fish farms over here, let's do some of the fish. Let's have a look. So what can we do? Let's go to here. So let's scroll down a second. Which one makes the most money, basically? So that is smoked carp, 105 grand. And that is smoked trout, 109 grand. Okay, yeah, we'll go for the trout, only because it makes a tiny bit more money. Right, and then we have the house down here. Can we get some people in that are good at manufacturing? There's a couple of people. So yeah, okay, you and you can come in. What's our actual staff limit like? 268, but that's without all the seasonal workers in. So yeah, we've got up to 500 now, haven't we? So we've still got plenty of staff capacity left. That's all good. Right, into there, plants and manufacturing, because why not? Right, in you two go into there. Right, and now make us some lovely smoked fish, please. Make us some of that. I do like smoked fish as well. I do like a smoked haddock from time to time. But there we go. Smoked trout. I can't say I've ever had that. It might be delicious. It might be terrible. But whatever the case, we're going to make some. Okay, I think we've made our first lot. I think we've made our first lot of smoked trout. I think. Yeah, there we go. We have 60 kilograms of it, which is wonderful. I do like how you get significantly less of the sort of smoked product as opposed to what you put in. Because, of course, when you smoke it, you're essentially just, putting it over a fire, I think. You're putting it over a fire and drying it out. So, it's going to decrease in weight, which makes perfect sense. Okay, yeah, there we go. We've put loads of organic trout meat into there. Absolutely loads of the stuff. And, yeah, they're just going to work through that for absolutely ages. If we could get another couple of people in, that would be brilliant. Manufacturing, it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Okay, Roman Walker, in you come. And we've got Harry Bishop. Yeah, go on, be good at all the things because we're nice. Right, there you go. You two, go and work in there. Make us a lot of lovely smoked trout. Now, one final thing before we skip the winter. Oh, what are we not doing over there? Hang on a minute. So we're right, trout. And, oh no, hang on. I need to add the trade item, don't I, first? Trout. So smoked trout. There we go. Sell above 0 because we have no need to keep any of that at all. There we go. Wonderful. Do you know what? We might want to change that. We might want to sell over 500 kilograms of trout now, of the organic trout, because, yeah, we don't want to run out because we've now got 2 buildings using it. So there we go. We'll set that to sell above 500 kilograms. And what was the suggested product down here? Strawberries. Oh, we're out of strawberries. Right, hang on a second. Hang on. We should be able to sort that out. Right, so sell above 25,000, but also purchase until we have 2,000 if we've run out, just to keep the fat down here going. There we go. That'll do the job. Right, so that should sort that out. Now, has everybody finished working on fields? Can we skip through the winter? You can't skip winter during active field work. Who's still working on a field? It's almost February. Come on, stop working on fields. It's over here. It's the gigantic field. It's the massive, what is that, strawberry field? Oh, okay, that would be quite useful to get right now. But there we go. I mean, surely these strawberries are all dead. It's snowing. The ground is covered in snow. Surely these strawberries are all done. But no, apparently not. Apparently it's still fine. Look at that, though. Look at that. They're almost done. They're almost done. And then, have they got to do this field? That field is also being harvested. Oh my goodness me. They've completed it. They've completed it. Okay, right, you lot all just go home. These people have no faces. Oh my goodness me. Also, they all seem to have they've got the same name. Okay, right, some sort of weird clone invasion has happened, but okay, fine, hello clones, welcome. As long as you can do the work, it's all good, come in. All these people are still out here. They're still out here harvesting these strawberries in the middle of winter. It's freezing cold, it's snowing, it's really cold. I hope we've given them, thermal pants or something. Really nice, warm, lovely, toasty thermal underpants. I hope they're part of the, the official sort of farm uniform that we give them. Otherwise, they're going to be very cold. It looks like this field might be done. The strawberries over here might actually be sorted. So I think we just have a few people left to run down here, load up the trailer just there, which they have parked through a tree. Good job there. Good job. You can sort out the insurance forms for damaging the trailer. That's all fine. And then what are we waiting for now? There we go. That's it. Don't give them a lift back or anything in the cold. You just drive your tractor around and leave them to, freeze a bit. Right, that gets loaded into there. And that field is now done, I imagine. Yeah, that field looks a little bit worse for wear, let's be honest. It looks a little bit dead. Apparently it's growing. You could have fooled me. Right, okay. Can we now skip? Yes, we can. Right, okay, right. Hang on a second. Pause time. Right, skip winter. So monthly wages, 430. Food, 64,000. Okay, that's fair. That's fair because we are going to be buying in strawberries and raspberries and all that kind of stuff that we're not able to grow ourselves, and cherries and such like. The vet, 18 grand. Production, 3.8 million on production. Cost of maintenance, machines and loans. We're going to make 2.5 million from animal products. We're going to make 6.4 million from factories, wind turbines, 143 grand from just wind turbines. That's wonderful. So we are going to make 4.6 million monies. That seems less. I wonder if they fiddled about with the sort of balance of this in this latest update. That seems less than we would have made in the past. But okay, that's fine. I mean, I don't understand what the production is. I don't understand what the production is. What are we spending 3.8 million on in terms of production? Because the building... Hang on. Can we figure this out? What exactly is going on? So this building here, let's go to one of the new FAS. Let's go just there. So this building doesn't require... It requires 3,920 per month on maintenance. But that's in maintaining buildings. That's part of this 146,000. So what exactly are we paying 3.8 million for? What exactly is being sort of performed? Where does that money go in these buildings? Do we pay that when it's not winter? I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know where that money's going. Do you know what? I'm not that bothered because we have a lot of money and it's all fine. So let's skip the winter. Spring is here. Everything's coming back to life. Yay. And the training is done. So now our factories are going to produce even more stuff, which is absolutely amazing. Well done, everybody. Right, so let us go down to here. Let's get one of the very final bits of research underway. What do we want to go for? Third level of building for pigs. Oh, there's one here as well, isn't there? There's another secret bit there that we can't get to until we unlock this. 50 grand, 60 days. Third level of building for pigs. Yeah, we could do that. We've got a pig building, haven't we? Or a goat building or something. We've left completely empty for ages. Possibly we should look at that at some point. Faster reproduction of poultry. Unlock the third level of building for poultry. I mean, all these things are not overly important. Let's get... I don't know, that one. Let's get this one here. It's only 4 grand. Poultry up by 10% reproduction speed. That'll do. Whatever. It's okay. We just need to get that research done just now for the sake of completeness, I think, more than anything else. And the snow melts away and spring is very much here. Right, now we can have a look at the smokehouse whilst it's not covered in snow. That looks really good. I do like that. That looks very nice indeed. I like that building. That looks wonderful. It's got little windows upstairs. It's got the kind of... I don't know. I assume that's where they do the smoking. I guess that's where they would do the smoking. That looks like a sort of a smoke chimney or whatever. Whereas that looks like just regular chimneys that you would warm the place up with. That looks like a proper sort of smoking area down there. Because look, it's its own little individual building. So that must be where they hang the fish or whatever and do the smoking in there. Okay, That's wonderful. I do like that. See, now I want to get the other new buildings in, although I don't quite know how they're going to operate. Like that one there, the food processing plant. That can make all sorts of exciting things, but can we actually produce any of those things? Do we have the required ingredients? I don't know what they are. I can't click on them. And then this thing here, the bakery, we do need to try and sort out the sort of grains and things. Oh yeah, this field over here. I'm very sorry, carrot field. We've completely neglected you for many years now. We'll sort that out. We'll get that sorted. I do promise. So yeah, we could get the bakery in. So we need a mill because we want to get a mill to then make our own flour. And then we can make our own lovely sort of, bread products. I would like to do that as well. Do you know what? Over here, we have a different variety of, we've got a good variety of buildings. We've got ourselves the carrot juice vat, and we've got an oil place, and we've got the smokehouse, and we've got the frozen food things. Why don't we, over here, have a look at this? Let's get the food processing plant in. Let's see what kind of shenanigans this can deliver. Let's pop that in right there. Food processing plant. It's horribly expensive. And that's with all the discounts. Oh, and it's snowing again. That's with the discounts. It was over $500,000. Hang on. That's very expensive. Is that the most expensive thing? I think it is. That might be the most expensive thing in the game, like an individual sort of, entity. Yes, it is. And the mill's 112. That's hardly anything in comparison. Okay, well, there we go. That is the way of things. Right, let's wait for this to be put together. And then we'll just see what we can do with it. Because I'm not entirely sure. I don't know what we can do with this. I'm not entirely sure what we can make. So let's wait for them to build it and we shall have a look. Here we go. The building is being revealed. Okay, so what does it look like? It looks like a green building. I like the shade of green on the walls. That's very nice. So green building. Again, a higgledy-piggledy cluster of boxes out the front. If you're going to have some boxes out the front, then can you at least put them in a nice sort of tidy pile? Put them on top of each other so they're not going to fall off. I mean, that there is just a health and safety incident waiting to happen. That box falls off on somebody, it breaks their leg, I have to fill in loads of forms, it's all very tedious. So, if you could just pile these up very nicely, if you could pile these up, somebody's going to come by with a crowbar and just smash them apart if you don't tidy them up. That's the problem. And then, out the back, just some kind of vat things to store some stuff. Okay, right, so what can we do with this then? Because I am very intrigued. So we can make dumplings. Oh, okay, right. I thought that was kind of like Cornish pasty type things. But okay, dumplings, which would require organic wheat flour and strawberries in dumplings. Okay, right. They must be... The definition of dumplings here is different to my definition of dumplings. I would have dumplings as like a thing in a stew. They would be like a thing in a meat stew, like a suet-based type thing. But okay, fine. So dumplings. Oh, this is some sort of soup. Organic soup. So, organic chicken meat. Organic pasta. Okay, this is fascinating. And organic carrots. Okay, so I think that would need the... Would that need the little sort of bakery type thing to make the pasta? Because obviously that needs to be manufactured. Then we've got ourselves a ready meal. It was like a ready meal type thing, which is pig meat and potatoes and pickles. Okay, so pork, potatoes and pickles, all the peas. And this here is, what's that? Just some sort of ketchup. Sauce. Oh, like a sort of a tomato sauce that you can put in, sort of spaghetti bolognese and things. Okay. Oh, I like this. This is very exciting. And this means we can appear on in different parts of the sort of supermarket. Because at the moment, all of our products are going to be in the in the vegetable aisle or in the sort of the meat bits. Whereas if we made ourselves a load of lovely sauce, the name of the lovely people's farm and our branding can be elsewhere in a supermarket on sauce bottles. Okay, I quite like this. The only thing is I don't think we can make any of these right now. I mean, if we were going to make any, I'd like to make the soup because I do love a soup. I really, really like soup. So that would be the thing I would make. We've got organic carrots. That's fine. We can get the chicken meat. That's fine. We have lots of chickens. We can get that sorted. The only thing is, the pasta. We do not have the pasta. We'll set that to be the thing we're making in there, although that's never going to happen because we haven't got the ingredients and we also don't have the staff. But do you know what? At least we've set it. And yes, confirmation that the bakery does seem to make the pasta. I mean, I wouldn't say that a bakery would make pasta. That's not kind of the job of a bakery in my mind. A bakery bakes things. Do you bake pasta? I don't really know. I'm not entirely sure. I would say a bakery makes things like cakes and breads and pastries. I wouldn't say pasta would be a thing that a bakery would make. Like, I don't know, a pasta manufacturing place or something would make pasta, but okay, fine, that's what we do in this game. It's over in the bakery. So yes, if we want to make our soup over here, we are going to need to make our own pasta in a bakery as well. But of course, to make the pasta, we're going to need some sort of flour or whatever that we don't have. So we can't do that either. But do we just get a bakery in as well? Just put in one of the new buildings because it's new and shiny and I'm excited by new shiny things. Do you know what? It's going in. It's going in. We're going to put one of the new buildings in. There we go. Again, relatively expensive. We can afford it. It's absolutely fine. Right, let's get this in then and let's see what this can make. And here we go. Down comes the scaffolding. And what does it look like? It looks very nice. It's got a lovely green tiled roof. I mean, yeah, is that traditional around these parts? Green tiles, but okay. Brick walls, nice sort of wooden kind of front thing. It looks a little bit sort of, Victorian sort of era. And out the back, what is that? There's a little sort of, what's that, like an extractor type thing. And that's kind of it really. Okay, so what can this do? Let's have a little look. So we can make ourselves, of course, we're going to go to the organic stuff. Organic cake. I really want that. I really want just a massive load of cakes, which requires wheat flour, eggs, and milk. Of course it does. Flour, eggs, and milk. We can make organic cakes. Okay, that's very exciting. Or we could... There we go. There's the organic pasta, which is wheat flour and egg. Okay, again, we can do that. And then we've got wheat bread, which is obviously wheat flour. And then we've got ourselves rye bread from rye flour. Okay, so that makes 154 grand. The other bread makes 153. The pasta makes 122, but also we need the pasta to make the soup in the other building. And the cake, the organic cake, makes 119, almost 120,000 farm manager money. So it's the bread that actually makes the most money. But, I mean, it's not a cake, is it? Yeah, it's bread. It's nice. Sandwich. It's not a cake. I think maybe... Oh, I really want to... This has to be a pasta one. But at some point somewhere else on the farm, we're going to have maybe several of these that just make cake. Just because it's cake. Because why wouldn't you want to make a load of cake? So there we go. I think that's what we'll do. But right now, let's set that to make pasta, even though it can't do so because we haven't got the flour or the people or whatever. But there we go. So we've got one each of the new buildings. We know what they do. The smokehouse is actually operating. That's good. We have ourselves lots of trout meat and lots of lovely smoked trout meat, which is nice. These two buildings are yet to sort of spring into life, but I'm sure at some point we can get that sorted. Oh, this is wonderful. I've tried to zoom out as far as possible so we can see all of the stuff that's going on the farm right now because it's really busy. There's so much stuff happening. I mean, over here, there are lots of tractors. There's lots of tractors. They might be possibly ploughing or something. Or are they planting over there? I don't know. There's little delivery trucks driving around the place. There's so much going on. There is so much stuff happening over there. And then, of course, over here, we've got loads of fruit stuff going on over in the fruit corner of the farm because this is all sprung into life, which is wonderful. Look at that. More tractors driving around the place. There's people over here in the orchards doing the spraying. It's looking really good. It looks very, very busy. And I like that. I like seeing everything just sort of, it's happening without us having to intervene too much, which I do quite like about Farm Manager 2021. I think in Farm Manager 2020, it was a little bit more sort of click heavy. You had to click and tell people to put things in a field and click to tell them to do this and click to tell them to do that. Whereas this is a little bit more sort of, it's given the people a little bit of autonomy. Your staff aren't just sort of standing around waiting to be told what to do, very exactly every time. They're able to go and get on with it themselves, which I do quite like, which is very good. So look at that. There's loads going on all over the place and lots of lovely products coming in as well. Over here, we're getting lots of lovely frozen things coming in. So yeah, it's looking very good. It looks very, very good right now. And almost 37 million monies, which is also splendid. And I think that's a good point to leave it for now. With the farm springing back into life and everything looking all very busy and exciting, I think we shall leave it for now. But I'm really happy with how things are gone. It's looking wonderful. We've got so much stuff going on over there. Over in Fruit Corner, it looks like our troublesome fields are actually being sorted out, which is wonderful. And then, of course, we have our trio of new buildings set up down here. So the smokehouse, that's actually doing something. And then the bakery and the, the food processing plant are not actually doing anything right now, but we'll try and sort that out because next time I would like to try and get some mills in. I would like to try and get some mills so we can make our own flour because that's one thing that we've not done yet. And I think we're kind of, that's an important thing. It's a farm. We can make flour. And then when we have some flour, we can sell some of it, but then also we could have a range of bakeries. we could have lots of bakeries. Some of them could make pasta, some could make cakes, even more of them could make cakes, even more of them could make cakes. We're just going to make a load of cakes, basically. That's the plan. Just make many, many, many cakes and sell them. We shall just be world leaders in cake production, because I like cake and that sounds wonderful. Cake and tea, they go together very nicely. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So we'll try and get mills set up over here, possibly get loads of fields of wheat and rye and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, fill in this bit of the farm. Because yeah, it's a little bit quiet over in this corner. Not much going on over there. So yeah, we'll try and get some stuff over here if we can. But we shall give that a go next time and wrap things up for now. Hopefully you are still enjoying this. If you are, please do leave a like. That would be most marvellous indeed. And also, if you're not already, please do subscribe to keep up to date with how we get on here next time out in Farm Manager 2021. But for now, thank you very much for joining me in the Geek Cupboard, and I will see you next time.
Everyone loves barbecued rat. My compliments to the chef. I don't think he did much. He literally stuck a stick up the rat's bottom and put it on a fire. Shrieking weird ladies in the water, probably not a good thing. The heroes offer a decisive solution to all the woman's riddles by shoving her off the bridge. Yay! Yay for the chiseled stick.